Hi everyone, welcome to another Tool Tuesday. We're going to review this little portable 1 gallon air compressor that I have here. Um, so, I think cordless nailers always get all the attention these days. Everybody's, air is kind of going by the wayside for a lot of people. They're switching to cordless, battery operated for the portability, right? And yeah, of course, they're still going to be more portable than this setup. But I think this is a really good kind of budget alternative, or if you just really like air nailers and you don't want to get rid of them. And I feel like these little compact, ultra quiet compressors don't get kind of as much attention as they should. So this is the Metabo HPT. The model number is EC28M, and it's a 1 gallon. Um, it is only a zero point 0.8 CFM at 90 psi or 1.3 at 40 psi. But that's plenty for most of your small nailers. So I do have some numbers here of kind of what it can do. I feel like when I was researching it, I couldn't find a lot of information on that. So just from my testing and my using it, uh, with this 1 gallon, you can do about 2 to 3 framing nails if you really had to in a pinch, and then the compressor will kick on. Once you get above, about that 4 or 5, you've drained the tank down to where it's not going to have enough pressure to shoot. It just can't keep up. So again, you can do kind of 2 to 3 nails at a time, give it a minute to charge back up, and it can do it in a pinch. But anything else, I mean, for pneumatic staplers, brad nailers, I mean, it can keep up no problem at all. I've used them a bunch. I will say for finish nails, 15, 16 gauge nails, nailers, it you can outrun it, definitely. I mean, this is not something that you want to be like trimming out a whole house with, but for the punch list items or for something where you're going to shoot a couple nails, take a break for a minute, shoot a couple, that type of thing, this is just phenomenal, and it's a way cheaper alternative than going all battery nailers. The compressor now, I think it's up to about 180 bucks new. I bought it on one of those save with used on Amazon. I think I paid around like 80 or 90 bucks for it. So literally, you could have your bigger compressor and this one as kind of the ultra portable option for most of your small jobs, and it's still way cheaper than investing in all cordless nailers. So it's 28 pounds, so it's not exactly light, but it's a lot easier to carry around than like a 6 gallon pancake or something like that. It's also incredibly quiet. I can't even describe. I was shocked the first time I turned it on just how quiet it is. If you go on the Amazon link, it'll have like the decibel rating and all that. I'm not even going to bother turning it on because I think you can't capture on video just how quiet it is. I mean, I was really blown away. You can easily put this in a living space, in the kitchen, bathroom, wherever you're working, and talk over it, no problem at all. It really is just kind of a little hum. The only thing it does make, it makes a little bit of that compressed air kind of hissing noise at times, but I mean, other than that, it is just super quiet. Um, it's got this nice carrying handle, so it's very well balanced and easy to just pick up and carry. Other than that, I mean, it's just a basic air compressor. There's nothing crazy with it. The only thing I noticed, the drain valve back here, if you look, it's not at the lowest point of the tank. So you got to make sure when you're draining it, you kind of tip it to actually get the moisture out. I feel like that's kind of a poor design. Just, I guess they probably didn't want to put it any lower so it doesn't hit anything, kind of protects it more. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it's just a standard air compressor. Nothing fancy. I will get you the measurements here. So the overall width is about 11 inches. The overall depth is 13, and the overall height's about 12. So 12 by 13 by 11. So for rough math, just call it a foot by a foot by a foot. And that's, I mean, it's tiny, it's light, it's easy to carry. Like I said, it can keep up no problem at all on your smaller jobs. I was originally thinking about doing like a demo, but I mean, there's no point. I can just give you the numbers and save everybody some time. So the way I keep mine stored is I keep a little 25-foot hose right to the handle, tied there with one of these twist ties. And then that's kind of like the go kit, right? You grab the nailer, grab that, and you're good to go. Just take it where you need it. This is so light. I mean, no problem at all carrying this up. I had it in my attic for a while. I was working up there. You can carry it up and down the ladder, no problem. So yeah, I'd highly recommend if you're kind of on the fence about investing in the cordless nailers, or like my big thing with cordless nailers is I don't like the weight of them. I think, you start looking at a finish nailer, 3 times the weight of an air nailer, not to mention 3 times the cost. And I know everybody's, oh, you got to buy a compressor, and that's true. In this case, you really have to have two, because this is definitely not. I mean, if you're doing a bunch of trim all day long, or if you're framing, roofing, anything like that, I mean, this is not for that. So you really need a bigger compressor probably, and then a smaller one. But I mean, either way, I have my 6-gallon for my bigger guns, and then I have this one. And I mean, probably combined, it's probably still less than $300 in compressors. So that's like just one nailer, right? Especially if you have like a bigger name brand, Milwaukee, DeWalt, that kind of thing. So yeah, I would definitely check these out. There's other ones out there. I know Makita makes some. Harbor Freight has some. I think Metabo HPT has just been so well known in the nailer industry. I mean, I would really, really suggest looking into this one. So the only thing I have had break is the little lock nut back here on the regulator. It's stripped, so it doesn't tighten down anymore. It just keeps spinning and never actually, you can see it just spins. So that is a little disappointing because it broke pretty quick. But I will say it's not, I mean, it doesn't vibrate that much. The knob stays. I've never had any problem with it drifting, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out. Marketplace, Amazon, Save with Used, or like Prime Day or something. They seem to go on sale quite a bit. And I would really recommend it. Again, the ratings on it are 0.8 CFM at 90 PSI, 1.3 CFM at 40, 28 pounds, and like I said, basically just rough math, call it 12 by 12 by 12. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got on it. Definitely check it out if you're in the market for a more portable compressor, something to carry around with you, punch lists, or little DIY projects. So yeah, if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out, comment. As I have said before, I'm only going to say this once a video, but if you can like, comment, and subscribe, trying to grow the channel here. Trying to keep up with these 1 tool a week reviews on top of the projects. So check out some of the other videos, subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And yeah, if you have any questions, reach out. If not, see you next week for another tool review. Alrighty, thanks. Hey guys, one other thing I just thought I would mention before I go. The size. So obviously this is a 1-gallon tank. I've seen these ultra quiets anywhere from 1 gallon up to 26-gallon. And I would say it almost doesn't make any sense to go any bigger than the 1 gallon. Maybe 2-gallon. But the big thing, the weight goes up quick. So this is 25, 28 pounds. And I think the 2 gallons that I've seen are over 40 pounds. Well, my 6-gallon is 44 pounds. So I kind of feel like the big thing is you get something really small like this that's ultra portable and super, super quiet. And then you still have a bigger one when you need it. Framing, roofing, that type of thing. The only way I would think, and I would say it makes sense to go with a 2-gallon maybe, or 3-gallon, something like that, would be if you're going to be doing a lot of mid-size nailers, a lot of finish nailers, 15, 16 gauge, a lot of shooting with them. Maybe then it would make sense, but the noise also goes up. So it seems like the bigger the compressors, the bigger the tanks, bigger the motor, the louder they are. So you start getting into that mid-size, and they're not going to be as quiet as this is, and they're certainly not going to be as easy to pull around, I really think something like this, think of it as almost your alternative to getting a battery nailer, right? This is your battery pack now, and it just lets you be ultra portable with it. Almost the alternative to like a battery compressor would be. And I think you'd be really happy with it. I think if you want to do a lot of that bigger stuff, then maybe it makes sense to go a little bit bigger. But again, 2 to 3 gallons, something like that, is still probably not going to be enough to run your framing nailer, your roofing nailer. So I just don't see the point. I think go super small and get a bigger one, much bigger one, if you need it. So yeah, I hope that helps and just kind of gives you a little bit more insight. Alrighty, take care.